Welcome to Coding with Patrick. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how you can move from one activity to another. So right here, this is what we're going to be doing today. We have a button that tells us move to the second activity, and when we click this button, the onClick method is activated, and then it takes us down to the second activity. So I'm just going to click this button, and then it takes us down to an activity that says welcome to the second activity, and that's what we're going to do today. If you're just visiting my channel for the first time, please click the like button if you like the video, and please subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so that you can get videos like this whenever I upload. And let's dive right in. Okay, right now the first thing we want to do is to go create our layout. Actually, we have a one button in the main activity that when we click the button, it takes us down to the second class, or the second activity. So what we want to do right now is to go to activity domain, and from here we'll get rid of this text view, and from that we remove the constraint layout as well. We need this. So I'm just going to say relative layout. Okay, so the one thing we want to put here is the button. Okay, so we have the button, content, and for the height we give it wrap content, and for the text I want to say move to activity 2. Okay, that's fine, and then I'm gonna give it an ID. I'm gonna call move. Okay, you want to give you to remember the ID you're giving to your button so as to use it in the main activity. So here I want to move it down to the middle. It's not looking pretty good up here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it down to center and parent, and I'm going to set that to, so I'm going to close this tag and then move to the main activity. So in the main activity, what we want to do is to call and reference the button we've created in the XML layout, and I'm just going to call it nests. Alright, so and right here I'll reference the button nests is equals to find view by ID arrow.id dot nests. Did I really call it nests? What ID did I give to the button? I forgot. It's important for you to give it anything you know you can remember, or you can go back as well to check out. Okay, so we have that button, and now we want to set onClick listener on the button. So I'm gonna say nest.set onClick listener, onClick listener, new onClick listener, and here we go. So before we continue with writing the method or writing something in the method and click, what we want to do is to create the next activity we want to move to. Right, we want to create where we're going to. If we don't have where we're going to, we're not going to go anywhere. So I want to go up here and create the second activity. So for you to create the second activity, you just go to your package here, right click, and then click on new, go down to activity and select empty activity, because we just want to do something simple, right? So we don't really need all this activity down here. All you need to do is to select the empty activity, and you're good to go. So on the new activity dialog burst, what you want to do is to set the name of the activity you want. For me, I'm gonna set it to activity 2. Alright, you can give this any name you want. So after that, you click finish. Okay, now the activity is created, and we just want to go to the XML layout of the second. Just want to write something right like the activity. So right here we have the constraint layout, and we don't need the constraint layout again. So I'm gonna change this to relative layout. Sorry, relative layout. Okay, so for we to display that on the screen, we need a test view. And I'm gonna say test view. I'll set the width to wrap content. Okay, wrap content, and the height to wrap content as well. And I want to set the test. What do you want to give the test? I want to say welcome to second activity. and this is small up here. What I want to do is to make it bigger, so I'm gonna say test size. I'm gonna set the size to, let's say, 30. That might be too big, I don't know. Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna set it to 30 SP, and then I'll move it to the middle as well. So I'll say center and parent, and I'll set this to true. And I want to make a file, and I'll set this to bold. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And now we want to close this tag, and let's go to our main activity. This is where we make the intents, and here I'm just gonna call intents, and I will give you the name intents. You can give it any name you want, but for now I want to keep it simple. Right here we have to click alternate enter to import the intent, and so I'm just gonna say intents. We have the name intents, and then we go to new intents. Now this method intent is gonna take two arguments, you know, where you the class that you are right now and where you're going to. Okay, so for this I have this, we can use that to represent where we are right now, and the second parameter is going to be where you're moving to. And right now we've created activity 2, and that's where we're going to. So I'm just going to say activity 2, and I'm going to call this dot class. That's pretty much it. So we have those two. Okay, this thing is giving me, I think we have to do main activity here instead of this. Okay, so that is that. Sometimes of these actually it requires you not to just use the this, because this could be wide, it could be vague. Okay, so you need to actually specify the class that you're talking about, which is the main activity, the this, and then the class we're going to is the activity 2, which we have right here. So for you to actually trigger the movement, once you click the button, you have to write this start activity, and then in this method it takes one argument, which is the activity we've created already. So, and that is it. Once you click the button, it's gonna pull this and help you move the current activity, which is main activity, to the second activity, and then the start activity is gonna trigger, and then it will go to the next activity. So let's test it out and see what we've got. Okay, so we've successfully run our program, and here we have it loaded on the screen, and we have the move to activity 2, and once we click this, it takes us down to activity 2, welcome to second activity. And that's how you move from one activity to another. And that's it for this class. If you like the video, please click the like button, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Bye for now.